Peace and blessings. This is Regina. Welcome back to Diva G's Reborns. Look what I have here. I have a mini haul. All I've done is removed my address, and that's it. The box is completely sealed otherwise. Okay, so let's take our X-Acto knife, and we will begin to open this box. I'm going to just delicately open on the sides where they have taped it, and on the other side where it's taped, and very, very gingerly in the middle. Yes, 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 very gingerly. We don't want any mishaps. Okay, the box is open. I am so excited to see what's inside. As if I don't know what's inside, but I haven't seen it, so I'm looking at it with you. Okay, here is my invoice. Okay, we're gonna put that over here. Let's remove the packing and let's remove the kit. This is a 20-inch Realborn sleeping kit. The baby is Canon. Let's see if we can kind of open up. Let me move some of this here onto the side. Pardon any excessive noise that the box might be making. I want to move this over a little bit if I can. And let's just make this look nice and cute and neat. Okay, so this is Realborn Canon Asleep 20-inch. He's from Bountiful Baby. They have some of the most affordable, beautiful, beautiful kits. Wow, look at the size of that head. Wow, amazing. Look at the eyes, the details. This is a Realborn, and he was the pictures of him that were taking, 3D pictures were taking, and from the 3D pictures, a mold was created, and this is how we have this beautiful, beautiful reborn kit. Wow, look at those ears, the detail. Wow, very, very nice. And he feels clean. He doesn't feel gritty or anything. But of course, we will wash him with some soap and water. Dawn soap is what I generally use. I wash the kit without getting water into the inside. I wash with um, Dawn, and then I gently pat it dry, and then I follow with 90% alcohol, and then that flashes off, which means it dries. Okay, so let's look at his arms. Okay, all right, this is his left hand and arms. Okay, so we can see he has some lovely, lovely wrinkles here. Okay, look at those fingers, those nail beds. Let me get in camera, see if I can get in camera. Okay, and we can see the lovely, lovely um, rolls. Okay, look at that elbow. Look at the elbow. Oh. Look at those fingers and the nail bed. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Such a yummy nail bed. Okay. So that hand is all the way open. The left hand is all the way open, and you can see inside the palm. Also, very, very lovely to be able to reborn him. Okay, now this is the right hand and right arm. Beautiful rolls and wrinkles at the elbow. Look at that. Okay, look at the creases around the wrist and the palm of the hand. You see those indentations and wrinkles. This hand is open with him. His thumb is touching his forefinger. The forefinger is covered so you don't see any nail at all. Okay, but look at the beauty to be able to um, paint in here these folds. Okay, so I see just one little spot on the kit. Let's see if that's something that will come out easily. Let me get a toothpick. Let's get a toothpick and see if that is something that will come out easily. This is why it's important that when you get a kit that you try your best to um, look at it immediately. Now you see this is taking a little bit to come off. And it's like it's red. That may be something from the factory because clearly we've not done anything to the kit. Um, okay, I have a little bit of distilled water. I'm going to take the distilled water on the toothpick, which means that it's very little water. And I'm going to see if this will come up. Okay, I see where it's coming up. Let me see, can I get in the camera? It's coming up a little bit. So I don't know what that is from, but it's something, must be from the factory. We're going to hope that that doesn't interfere in any way with our painting. But it is coming up. Let's see if I can get a cosmetic wedge and put a little more distilled water on it. Okay. This is actually a Swisspers. I said cosmetic wedge, but I meant a cosmetic round. This is a Swisspers, which I was using long before I started reborning dolls. Okay, so we're just going to take this and gently go across. Welcome everyone to the live. Today is November the 11th, 2025. Wow. And I would like to say this is Veterans Day. So I do thank you for all veterans. Thank you for your service as we celebrate and honor you on this day. So that mark, um, it's coming out. It's coming out. Let's see if I can get in the camera. Okay, it's coming out. There's still a little bit left. I will continue to work on that a little bit off camera. I don't think it's anything that I need to notify Bountiful Baby about because it is coming off. Um, so we'll continue just looking at this beautiful kit with the mini rolls and the folds, the wrinkles. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I like that palm, that inside. And he has lovely nail beds. Can I get it in the camera? Okay, those nail beds are lovely. Okay. Here is the left leg and foot. Ah, he has some cute rolls here on the thigh. That's the outer thigh. Well, actually, I'm sorry, that was the inner thigh. And here is the outer thigh, and here are the knees. You have some cute little wrinkles there, wrinkles, some cute little indentations. Lovely, lovely. And here is the palm of the sole of the foot. Okay. Bountiful Baby is well known for the many creases on the soles of the feet and actually over the entire kit. They're very well known for that. And of course, this is, here's part of it slipping. Since this is a real born, these are the actual creases that are on the baby. Now, when you're actually reborning, you don't need to highlight or define all of those creases. You just crease the ones that you feel are most important. And then the rest of them, they just simply get paint as you begin to paint the kit. Here's the top of the foot and the toes. Wow, look at those nail beds and the toes. So gorgeous. That's going to be a lot of enjoyment to paint. You can see how lovely, 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 lovely. Now, here where his leg bends, okay, that is a place where when you're painting, you have to be mindful that you do not have any pooling there. So, actually, all over the kit, you want to be mindful of that, but definitely where there's a bend. Here is the right leg and foot. Look at those thighs and the creases, the wrinkles. Look at the knee. So cute. So cute. And look at this ankle, the rolls, and the rolls here. And look at the little pinky toe. Oh, so cute. So cute. Look at these toes and the nail beds. Wow. And again, the sole of the foot has many, many wrinkles. Wow. Such an adorable kit. I'm going to put the kit back in the bag so that I can, at a later time, begin to wash him and let him dry. Okay, so that is our baby Cannon. Obviously, you know that means that there will be an upcoming painting of our baby Cannon. And of course, he's a real born, and he came with a certificate. This is a birth certificate for our baby Cannon. This is lovely, and you just include all of the pertinent information once he's reborn. I did order some bodies. Okay, I ordered a body. Now, this is a body that is for a doll that has 3/4 arms and full legs. This kit came with strings. The strings are usable, but it doesn't secure the body as well as one would like. It works well when you are taking pictures of the doll before you decide to completely, completely what is the word I'm looking for? Until you are completely ready for the doll to be born by inserting and using the zip ties. Okay, so this is a body. This is a nice body. This was on sale. I forget for how much. It might have been $9 or something like that. I'm not sure. What I like about these bodies, it has a disc in it, and it allows the arm to move easily. Okay, as well as there's a disc on the legs, and it allows the leg to move easily. Now, for my baby doll Lillian, I have her on a body that has these discs, and I like it a lot because it allows her to move and to be posable, and I can put her in a position where she appears to be hugging me, or different ways that if it was another type of body, you might not be able to do that. Now, the way that you know the front from the back is the opening for the string is here in the back. And once you decide to remove the string and put your zip ties in, the body works the very same way as any other body. This is nice doe suede, so I like this quite a bit. I like this quite a bit. The beauty of having a doll with three-quarter limbs, they're very posable. And you don't actually see it in clothing because a lot of the clothing actually does cover the cloth part that might be visible with the three-quarter limbs. Okay, and here is another body that I purchased from Bountiful Baby. And this is what they consider an ethnic shade. Now, this is for a 20-inch. What I love about Bountiful Baby is their bodies have this extra material inside that seals off when you apply the limbs. The lovely part about it is once you fill the limb with the glass beads and you stuff it with the polyfill nice and tight, when you put it on this type of body, there's no need for a plug or anything like that. Good morning, Kim R. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Pardon me if I missed anyone else. I'm new to this whole live thing, so welcome again to everyone. So what I like about them is this. So when you put the limbs on, it's very secure. Nothing will go through to the main body. Bountiful Baby, they have this cute little ruching here that gives the baby what appears to be a chest, and their body has this little bit of if I can get into the light, this little bit of kind of like an indentation that gives the baby a little bit of a form, the body a little bit of a form. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light. Okay, there we go. And there's some ruching here where the baby's buns would go. Okay, so it will make the baby appear that the baby has some buns once you stuff the doll. Now, this they call this ethnic versus this body, which is their regular skin tone. But actually, once you dress the baby, you don't see the body anyway. But I did get it, and this one comes with zip ties. This is like their regular bodies, and this comes with zip ties. Once you dress the baby, you don't see whether the baby's body is quote unquote this ethnic color or the original coloring. Um, but it's nice to have the option, although with our dolls that we create, that we reborn, even this color might be a bit light anyway, but it's nice to have a little bit of a deeper tone because you can see here with our baby Kato that's patiently waiting. Um, his skin tone is still yet much darker than this body. So it almost doesn't make a difference whether to put him on the ethnic body or the regular body. There's still, it's still a difference in the color. But it's nice to have the option, nice to know that they're thinking about us and providing quote unquote ethnic bodies. Now, the other thing that I purchased was their magnets are very strong. So I purchased some of their larger magnets. I have some small magnets that I purchased from Amazon. So I just purchased a couple of these large ones from them, a couple meaning two, and they are very strong. I'm trying to slide them apart, not even trying to pull them apart. I'm just trying to slide them, and they don't want to slide. Wow. But nonetheless, these are the magnets, the large ones from Bountiful Baby, and they are very strong. So I'm going to have a lot of fun using these. The large ones are good to put inside the baby's head if you're going to make the baby magnetic to receive a pacifier. So these are my magnets. And then what I have in here also that I am extremely excited about because I've been eager to do this as well as they were on sale. What I have here is I have the full front of a girl. I don't want to get flagged for the baby parts. So this is a girl. This will fit a 20-inch. Okay. And look at the details that are there. Okay. So this is the girl. And I was excited. And I also purchased a boy. So from Bountiful Baby, they had these on sale. So I ran and I said, you know what? Let me get them while they're on sale. So this means that the upcoming dolls that we create together, they we're going to be doing some the bodies. And look at the navel. Look at the little navel. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So these are the items that I purchased and received from Bountiful Baby. Bountiful Baby, many may know, is a very affordable doll company that was started by Denise Pratt, simply because she herself has always loved dolls, and she was purchasing the Barringer dolls many years ago, and she would reborn them and so on and so forth. And her husband said to her, or she said to her husband, it would be nice if if I could get something rather than having to um, strip them, that if I could just have arms and legs, body parts that were already ready to be painted. And from that, her husband somehow or another figured out a way to get the doll, to get the parts or what have you. I mean, the story is in fact online on the Bountiful Baby site. And from that, let me just put this in the garbage. And from that, Bountiful Baby was born. People would go to the website because she had other things, smaller things on the website. I forget what it was, but it was other things regarding reborns. And people were asking if you have this, if you have that, da, 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 da. And then she began to increase what they had. And then they were able to get a factory regarding the limbs and the torsos and what the limbs and the head, I should say. So, long story short, that's how Bountiful Baby came into existence. And they keep their products pretty much affordable. Most of their things are very affordable. You can get what you need. They're kind of like a one-stop shop. They are family-owned business. The Pratts, Denise, and what is her husband's name? I don't remember his name right now. But in any event, they own the business, and their children, they have a number of children, and they run the business. So it is truly family owned. You're able to, when you call, frequently you will actually get a real person that will answer the phone. It might be one of their children, or it might be one of their other employees, because they are quite large now. They are quite large. So they have other employees besides their children. But if you go to their page on YouTube, you will be able to look at their real borns that they have, and they tell you about how they come into being. And they have a lot of different things on their on that YouTube page. It tells you a lot about the backstory of them. It's very, very nice. I enjoy shopping with Bountiful Baby. Again, like I said, their kits are most affordable. Now, their kits come separate from the bodies. You have to purchase the bodies separate. However, when you look at a kit, it will they have below it the size eyes and the recommended body that you can purchase from them, or if you choose to purchase it elsewhere, at least they've told you what size eyes and body is needed. Now, you may shop at other doll shops that may have certain items at a lower price, which is fine. You just want quality. You want the best quality for the least amount of money that you can spend, because as we know, this is a hobby that can incur cost. So, you kind of do your best to save where you can. And that's a beautiful thing. So Bountiful Baby is a site that I utilize quite a bit. Dolls by Sandy is another quality site. Irresistible's another quality site. Irresistible, they have a lovely story that was told by their owner, who also she started off very humbly. It's called Irresistibles with an IRR. However, the story began with her loving earrings, so it was irresistible, EAR. However, when she began loving the dolls so much, long story short, she changed it to Irresistible with the IRR that we're familiar with today. And they have a very large site. I purchase a lot of my um paint from them because I deal quite a bit with the line of the Ultimate Fusion air dry paints. So I purchase it through them. You can also go to the Air Dry website yourself, um, and you can purchase directly from them. And small, they are a family owned business, and their site was started by um, Andrea, I want to pronounce her name, Stoety, who passed away. She was a young woman, and she passed away. She was a reborn. She was an artist. She passed away a couple of years ago, and her family is keeping the site going, and all of the purchases, the monies go toward her family and back into the business of being able to take care of the business and her children. I believe she left maybe four children behind, but don't quote me on that. There's not I don't have much information. There's not much information online about her, but I do know from over the many years that she had been a wonderful reborn artist, and some of her kits are still available for purchase. So at many of the sites, excuse me, I believe McPherson has quite a bit of her kits available. So you can look for those. They're very, very lovely. What I had started to say was Bountiful Baby, their kits don't come with bodies. You have to select the bodies. And of course, you have to select the eyes if you get an open eye baby. Now, if you go to Trueborn, which is another wonderful website, doll website run by Bobby Barefoot. She's been around a very long time with reborning and everything, and she has a very lovely site as well. Now, many of her kits will come with the body, which is nice. Now, I've not ordered yet from her site. I don't know what the bodies are like, but so her many of the kits do come with the bodies, and she does have kits by various artists, Ping Lau, or different artists that you may have heard of and are familiar with as well. So you have McPherson, which is has a lot of different artists that are well-known artists that they have their kits, and they also have some maybe lesser known artists that have beautiful kits as well, and they run different types of sales where you can get the kits at a lower price. Like I said, they have very high quality products as well. So you have the Bountiful Baby who has quality products. You have McPherson quality products. You have Trueborn quality products. You have, did I miss? Let me see. That's what happens when you start naming names and you haven't written it down. But nonetheless, these are some of the websites that have a lot of quality products that we use for reborning. So I hope you enjoyed this mini little live. I will save it so that it is available. So we know that at some point, this very handsome Canon, which is a real born, will be reborn by yours truly. Now, whether he's reborn as a boy or whether he's reborn as a girl remains to be seen, because I do have the torsos of a boy and the torso of a girl. So we will be doing that. And the vinyl is the same color, which is awesome. So whether we decide to go with a girl or a boy, I believe that our Canon will be the recipient of one of these torsos. So that's going to be fun to paint. I've never painted one before. My Serenity Rose doll that was reborn by Kimberly of Kimberly's Cocoon, meow to you too, Muffin, came with a torso. Um, Torsos are very nice for taking pictures because they add that added realism. However, they do make the doll feel a little firm, so the doll doesn't feel as cuddly if you want to cuddle with the doll. And the torso comes with um, these little holes, which you can put strings through, which the strings that I will take out of the body can work quite well for this. The holes are on the side, okay, right here and up here. So the strings that came with the body can go and to hold it onto the kit. Um, Now that's if you want to keep it on the doll or not. Like my Serenity Rose, I don't use the strings, because what I do is I frequently take the torso off. So, but it makes it far more cuddly with it off. So, yeah, so I think that completes our live for today. We revealed our baby Canon asleep, 20-inch reborn from Bountiful Baby. He is absolutely adorable. He has all of these little wrinkles. And the lovely thing about him being a real born is he appears to have an ear canal, which is going to be really nice to be able to reborn him with that, which is very nice. So I am looking forward to it. He has thinner lips, which will be interesting to paint. But I am looking forward to painting him. I can't make up my mind whether he looks like. You want to get up there? Go ahead, Muffin. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Here. Go ahead. I can't make up my mind whether to create him, to reborn him as a boy or as a girl. Um, Maybe I can get some opinions and you might tell me what you think. I'm looking at the mouth. His mouth is off center. So that's interesting. His mouth is a little bit off center. So I guess maybe when they took the photo of him, that's how he was. Like his lower lip um, is a little bit off center. So which is quite will be quite nice to paint. Yes, Muffin. Yes, Muffin. You, as you know, I have a cat named Muffin who is the owner of absolutely everything. I did some shorts with Muffin in it. So that is Muffin that you hear talking to me saying, Mommy, please hurry up. Pay me some attention, please. Muffin, it's okay, baby. You have your food, you have your water, you have everything. You have your toys. You want another treat? Okay. Um, so that's it for today's live. You can check back soon because I think we will be doing some painting on today, which I am eagerly, I'm very excited about that. Um, we have basically finished with our beautiful honey. We're waiting for her hair. We're waiting for Kato's hair so that we can put them together on their bodies, which I'm excited to be able to do. So, again, thank you so much for joining the live and sharing in our little mini haul that we um, purchased from Bountiful Baby, our Reborn Canon 20-inch Realborn, our two bodies, and our magnets. I think that's all that we purchased today. And again, I'm very excited. I would like to wish you a wonderful Veterans Day. Once again, thank you for your service to all that have served, and for this Veterans Day that we honor our veterans. May you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Peace and blessings.